Yep.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Meeple Mayhem. This is our channel all about...
What was that?
I don't know. Hi everyone, welcome back to Meeple Mayhem. This is our channel all about board games.
And more board games.
In today's video, we are going to do our top 10 favourite worker placement games. We don't know each other's list, so it is a surprise.
Yeah. Worker placement's probably your favourite mechanism.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It was really hard for me to make this list because worker placement is definitely my favourite type of board game.
I like worker placement. I do like worker placement. We play a lot of games because of you like them, so we play a lot of worker placement games.
Yeah. I think it was like... No, it wasn't. I was going to say it was the first style we got into, but it wasn't because Scythe was our first.
I think Everdell was the first game
that was the first
really kicked off our love for worker placements. And I think Everdell was our first real theme game.
Yeah.
So do you want to just crack on?
Yeah, can do. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Go on.
Yeah, go on then.
My number 10th favourite worker placement game is Honey Buzz.
Okay. I'm surprised they're so low.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do like Honey Buzz. Honey Buzz is it's a mix between a load of things. Worker placement is the main sort of thing, where you're placing little bees around a hive. But there's like puzzle little bits to it, and you're trying to collect nectar so you can then sell it to markets. And yeah, it's super fun. It's super cute looking. It's got really cool components, meeples, beeples, and other little things.
Is it 10 because you're bad at it?
Am I bad at it?
I think I win most times we play.
I don't know about that, but no. Is it 10 because there's so many other good ones?
Okay.
But that's my number 10. Honey Buzz. Honey Buzz is my number 10.
My number 10 is Viticulture.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, Viticulture is what? It's a worker placement game and you're placing your workers to try and build wine. Yeah, like a winery.
Sell to places. It's amazing.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it. Just
number 10. It's
number 10. Yeah, that is, considering how hard it was for me to write this list, number 10 is a good spot.
Yeah, viticulture's awesome. Everything's set into seasons, so and your workers only last a year. So if you use them in the first season, you can't then think, and the board opens up every season. So in the first season, you can sort of get wine cards plant in the first season, or quite the second.
But we do usually play it with the
Tuscany expansion, which is really cool. It makes it better. I prefer the Tuscany expansion. Yeah. It does really make it. But yeah, basically it's a really cool mechanic. So the whole board isn't open straight away like a lot of other worker placements. Every season it opens, so you're trying to sort of hold back workers, but you don't want to hold them back too much because there's stuff at the start's worth doing. Yeah. And then you try to sell wine and. Yeah, it's really good. It's got a cool mechanic as well where...
You need to complete little actions on cards and
it's got a really cool mechanic. I love the squirrel mechanic. It's one of my favourites, same as in June, where you get... So the first person to get 20 activates the last round, but someone can jump you, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's number 10. Shocked. It's good. It's too good to be number 10.
It is good, yeah.
Disgraceful. Who's number 10?
That was my number 10.
So that's it. My number 9 is 10 Penny Parks.
Okay.
I love 10 Penny Parks. It's got polyomino tile laying as well as worker placement, and basically you're just trying to build the best theme park.
Yeah.
But it's a little cool mechanic on your board. You can't lay any rides adjacent to each other. No, or diagonally adjacent to each other. Yeah. You can lay them at angles. So it's like a sort of puzzle in that as well.
So they can only touch on one corner.
Corners, they're not touch on the sides. There's loads of other tiny little bonus missions you've got to do. It's quite simple. It plays fast. Yeah. We taught my brother, who's never played a board game in his life, this.
He really enjoyed it.
And he really enjoyed it. Yeah, it looks nice. The components are really cool. It's also got a cool tree mechanic. There's every time you get your little board of your land to build your thingy on. Yeah, you get to you have to place trees on it, and then you have to cut down. You have to use one of your turns to cut down trees to make more space. And yeah, it's really good fun. And there's an advertising mode as well, where you can also put money to advertise the rides and make a few victory points. Yeah, love 10 Penny Parks. Really cool.
Yeah, really cool game. My number 9 is Lost Ruins of Arnak.
I'm surprised it's in there.
Really?
And above viticulture.
Yeah, I like that game.
Above viticulture.
Yeah, I really like that game.
Ugh.
You don't seem too keen on that game, but I do. I do like it. It's really fun.
This list has gone wrong already. You're wrong.
You're gonna be so surprised by my list.
Yes, I'm already surprised.
It's gonna get worse.
I'm getting anxious. This right. Your list makes me anxious. But I like above thingy. Okay.
Yeah, that was out of my whole list. That was probably the two that I was torn about. I didn't know which one should go where.
What, 9 and 10?
Yeah.
Jesus. Arnak is you like to play an adventurer and you got to fight beasts and you're trying to move up in like the temple, like a little temple, and further up you move.
The higher victory
points you can get, and also get little bonuses. There's a little bit of deck building in there. You can build out your deck.
Yeah, I like the whole being able to go and fight the monsters.
Yeah, I do. That is a good mechanic, because when you first land on a space, you then place when you land on a new space, because you start off with 3 or 4 basic spaces.
Yeah.
And then you can unlock newer spaces, and that's when you unlock monsters, and they give you victory points. Also give you bonuses. I do like Arnak. I've heard the expansion's really good.
Yeah.
But we've played the game more. We only played it a couple of times.
Yeah, we don't play it enough.
No. We have so many worker placements, that's the problem. And that was your number 9.
That was my number 9.
My number 8 is a new one as well.
Okay.
Merchants of the Dark Road.
Okay.
I love this game. This is probably on the edge of being a worker placement. Because you are moving your carriage around, and then you're placing it somewhere to select an action on a certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the theme of this. It's really dark. It's really fantasy. Like there's these little cool animals you can get, and the components are nice. And we've only got a base game, and even the components are lovely in that.
Yeah.
It's a really cool board. There's a magnet on it. There's a little roundel that lets you spin the market, and it's magnetised, so you can just spin it really easily. So it's really, really cool. But yeah, it's a lovely game. The theming is really cool. You're a merchant, obviously, and then you're trying to collect like warriors and stuff and take them to towns and drop them off where they want to go. But you've got to offer them goods so they get on your little carriage. But your carriage is limited to only 3 at a time. Yeah. And you're also trying to... There's called Queen's Rewards or something. You get these little tokens, you have to try and build them. And the more stuff you build on that, the more points you get.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really cool.
You have to build them, and then you have to go visit
that town to do it.
To deliver the goods.
But then even when you visit a town, the other players can join your carriage
to get a lift
to try and get a lift
without
for free.
wasting their turn.
Yeah, you do get a bonus. The person who goes there gets a special bonus, but then they get to do stuff for free. It's a really tight game. It's another one like Hotel Austria and Wingspan where it felt like it went quick. Like you didn't have enough turns to do what you wanted to do. So it's one of those games. The more we play, the tighter your turns will get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that game. It would be higher, I think, once we play a bit more. I do actually really like that game.
I did really. That game's not in my top 10. I did enjoy.
What?
I did enjoy it, but I don't think I've played it enough for it to make it in my top 10. So that was your number 8.
Yeah.
My number 8 is Creature Comforts.
Oh, I'm surprised that's so low.
Really?
It's still above viticulture, which is shocking, but I'm surprised it's so low.
I love Creature Comfort.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I definitely feel like I like the cute animal style, the theme draws me to the game more.
See, I like the darker
that's
stuff.
The stuff that
I
like.
love the darker themes. Creature Comforts isn't in my top 10.
Really?
It's just a little bit too on the easy side.
It is easy, but then I like that because
it's a chilled game. I can play it. It's when I don't fancy playing something big. It's a nice chilled game, but it's just a little bit on the kids' side for me.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome. I like the whole dice mechanic. It's a very different worker placement. You actually place your workers in positions based on your 2 dice you have.
Yeah. And
then you roll the main dice, and hopefully the stuff comes up. And so it's really good. It's like a gambling. It's like a worker placement
gamble where you're going to place your workers, and
which is really
you're
cool.
going to get the right numbers on the
I don't think
dice.
I've ever played anything like that. It's a really cool little sort of like gambling worker placement. It's good. I like that game. Awesome. And that was your number.
And that's like it's similar to Everdell with the cards, where certain cards, if you have
they match up. So if you get the soup and then you get the bread,
then you get extra
points. Yeah, and if you get certain toys and stuff, they match up. Yeah, you're sort of building out like a little engine thing. It's really cool. There's also, you can build more spaces, a bit like War Deep. You can build other buildings people go on, but you get a reward. Yeah, really good game. Good game studio as well. KTBG are awesome.
Yeah.
All their games are really cool.
We've got a lot of their games, yeah, we like them a lot.
Right, that was your number.
That was my number 8.
My number 7, I think you'll be surprised how low this is.
Right.
Lords of Waterdeep. Lords of Waterdeep is amazing. It's a D&D themed, like pure, unadulterated worker placement. You're literally just placing a worker, gain a benefit, and you're trying to complete quests.
Yeah.
And then you place a worker, you gain a benefit. There's nothing special. It just does everything really right and well and smooth.
You spend the game just trying to complete quests to get the victory points.
Placing a worker. There's no fancy anything in it. Even the actual game isn't full of fancy. The board's quite plain.
It's like a one route to win.
One route to win. You're just trying to bang out as many victory points. Yeah, because you're always racing. Yeah, you're always just constantly racing and racing. You're like, oh, I need that one thing, and people are always going on your spots. And we played this at 2, 3, 4, and it's good every time.
Yeah.
It's good every time. We've got the expansions as well, which I love them. They make the game.
There's one expansion I don't really use. When we play it, I don't usually go on the spots because I'm very conscious on getting the
skulls. Yeah, one of the expansions, it gets another little board, and when you go there, the rewards are massive, but then you also gain these skulls, and they give you minus points at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, super fun game, super simple. It's low, but I love it. I could play that every day. It's one of those games that are really easy, and you can teach anyone. We thought your sister.
Your brother?
My brother's played it, yeah.
Our 7-year-old daughter played it.
Our 7-year-old daughter's played it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is really just, it's simple, but still for some reason it's just super fun.
Yeah,
it never gets boring. I think it's always like a competitive race.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. That's my number 7.
Okay, my number 7 is Tenpenny Parks.
Okay.
Yeah, Tenpenny Parks is quite new to us.
Yeah, we played it a few times.
But yeah, we played it a few times and I do really enjoy it. I was looking for a theme park style game for ages because I used to love playing the theme park game on the PlayStation 2. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to get a board game that was similar, and there's quite a few.
Yeah, we're looking at Unfair.
We couldn't decide, and there's Meeple Land.
Meeple Land's a new one, but we're looking at Unfair and Funfair.
Yeah.
Both the same.
And
then
we couldn't
Meeple Land.
decide
and this one cropped
which
up.
one, and then we got this one. And
there was a worker placement, which is why I thought this would be cool.
Yeah, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's got a cool, like a roundel mechanic. The actual top tent, the main tent, you twist it, and every round it changes, and they give you either a plus or a minus to how much each ride costs. So.
It's another game where I feel like it could have more rounds, like it doesn't.
Yeah, Kira said the same, didn't he? He said that like it ended too quick.
You need
it's another
more
tight game.
To build it.
There's no room for error. You need to make sure your moves. You don't want to be wasted it going to the bank and stuff.
No.
That was your number 7, yeah?
That was my number 7, yeah.
My number 6 is Raiders of the North Sea.
Okay.
I love this game. This game is really, really cool. This has one of my favourite worker placement mechanics where you start off and you've all got black meeples and they can only go onto certain spots. And then the more you raid and defeat places, when you raid, you leave your worker there and you take a new one, a grey or a white, and then they can go on better places.
Yeah.
And you're constantly trying to do that. And you've got to build like a little crew of Vikings to raid. Certain places need certain levels of Vikings to raid. And you're just trying to gain resources. You're selling bits to like your chief to gain rewards. Yeah, super fun. There's a little bit of take that because you can attack other people, steal their resources with certain cards, but not massively. But yeah, again, it's another really cool take on it. The art's awesome. We've got the expansion that's really, really fun as well.
Yeah. In that game, it come in a set, and we did have one of the other ones.
That's his other 3.
Yeah. And
the West Kingdom set, we didn't like Viscounts.
Didn't really like that game,
You didn't like, you hated West Kingdom.
No, I didn't like that.
But no,
Definitely prefer
we haven't played the other 2 of this set. There's 3 of the North Sea ones, which we haven't played. I just know that Fernando's the best, and it is really good.
Really good, yeah.
I think he's got a new one set coming out, new 3.
Yeah, he does.
So. Yeah. But no, love Raiders of the North Sea. That's another one I could sort of whack out. You can play it under an hour. It's really cool. Yeah. It's also got metal coins in it. Like these really heavy awesome metal coins that are really, really cool.
Really cool, yeah.
But yeah, love that. That's my number 6.
Okay. My number 6 is Lords of Waterdeep.
Okay, I'm surprised that's so low. You love that game.
I do love that game. It's really fun. It's something that I can just play all the time.
You don't
like,
have
I don't
to super
have to
think.
I think because I've played it enough now as well. Like I remember the rules clearly, and
but we're
I
still
know
getting
my
thingy,
tactics of going. I'd never get bored of it.
No, we're still getting new cards all the time.
Yeah, we're still getting new cards.
Because you get these little intrigue cards
you
where
get
you can attack people
your
and
Lord
stuff.
cards at the start as well, and even then we've been having some new ones that are different than what we haven't had before. Yeah. But You could ask me to play that any time, and I'd be happy to play it.
Yeah, it's an easy one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's quite big though.
Yeah.
Quite a big table. You need a
Yeah, it is. The board's quite big.
board's massive, but it's really good. Really nice. I love that game.
Yeah, I
awesome
really love that game.
Now, was your number 6? Yeah.
What's my number 6?
My number 5 is Everdell.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Everdell. It looks one of the best looking games. The artwork is stunning. It's all like these hand painted little animals, and yeah, it's a really cool engine building work. But again, it's a sort of a basic worker placement. You play something, get something, and you're just building out your village. You're trying to get
trying to get the best village.
Yeah, and you get like you play a school, and then if you have the teacher that goes in there for free, so you always try to look out for combos like that. There's loads of other little bits you can do on the board. There's one where you can sort of just discard a load of cards for some victory points.
Yeah.
There's other little secret missions that you try and get like 5 of the green houses before someone else. And
I just think the actual component quality of the game is so good.
Even
like the tree that tree it comes
it
with,
awesome.
and even the berries and the
wood,
wooden logs,
everything.
like it all just is such good quality, and makes the game.
We've got one of the expansions, Spire Crest, and that was really cool. That added like another little cool mechanic, and that added something different because during each season certain things couldn't be got and be done. But yeah, that was really cool as well. There's loads more coming out as well, so.
Yeah, there is another expansion that we just.
There's 2 more we can't go hold of.
Can't get hold of.
There's 2 more we can't go hold of. Pearlbrook and.
Is it Bellevue
or something? Yeah, there's another them 2, and there's also like another, I don't know, 4 coming out, massive
and
ones.
I really wanted the Pearlbrook one. We thought we grabbed it one time, but then it was French, so we couldn't play it. I just wanted the pearls.
Yeah, so we will get them at some point, but.
Hopefully.
That was my number 5. Everdell.
My number 5 is Raiders of the North Sea.
Okay.
We're catching up with each other.
No, we're starting to.
Yeah, I love Raiders. It's another fun game. We've had it for a while.
Yeah, we played it a lot. It's very, very fun. Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, I feel like in order for games to be like high up in my top 10, I need to have played them a lot. It's rare that I play a game, only play it once or twice.
Certain games I just fall in love with.
Yeah, I do get that, but I still it just doesn't fall in love with and go above the games that we've already played and I already love, because I need to get to know them. I need to get my tactics. Yeah, but it's just still not one. When we go to pick a work placement, I never think, let's play that. I always go for others, so we do need to play it more though. I have been looking at it the last few days thinking, I want to play that. I haven't played it for ages, but no, I definitely feel like the newer games, they probably will make it in my top 10 just once we've played it a few more times and I've worked my tactics out and I fully understand the rules.
Talking about new games, my number 4
is
a very new game.
Okay.
Daimyo, Rebirth of an Empire. We've only played this once, but I played it twice myself once. But I fell in love with this game. This is awesome. It's like a dice placement, worker placement. You're collecting dice and using them as workers to put in action spots, but you're also placing little worker people around to do different things.
Yeah.
So that's why I put it in there. But yeah, it's an awesome sort of Japanese sort of techno future theme game. It has tons of meeples, like so many, and there's loads of little cool samurai meeples and little ninja meeples. And you basically, like I said, you're drafting dice and using them as workers to then place more characters onto the board, which give you points. There's like an area control sort of thing and a tug of war mechanic on each. There's 6 little islands.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this game. I think I could play this. It reminds me of Grand Austria Hotel a little bit.
I really enjoyed the puzzle building side.
Oh yeah, you've got to find. Basically, you can send a little scavenger out to collect ruins, but you need 4, and they make a picture. Relics.
Yeah, to get relics, and then you need to find. They're all numbered.
Yeah, you've got to find 4 and then make a whole picture.
But
there's a cool thing because you can only hold a certain amount of relics, so you've got to try and upgrade your sort of capacity to hold relics, and it's really good game. I can see that being like high up of all of ours.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's not in my top 10 because we haven't played it enough, but I did really enjoy it. I've only played it one time, and like a lot of that, it was like I was having to second check everything I was doing. Like, is this correct? Can I do this? And so I can't fully enjoy it. So that's why I need to play it more.
Yeah, we do.
When I don't have to ask the rules halfway through or get you to check the rule book.
It's massive again though, like big.
Yeah, big
our
table,
table just about fit in
But we have a very small table.
We have a very small table. Yeah. If
we
you had
need to get a normal.
Our dining table would have been sick.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, we've got quite a small dining table, but if you had a big dining table, yeah, it's not too bad. But it is a big one still. It's like Waterdeep size. You need quite a fair amount of space.
Yeah.
If you had more players than 2, we'd be...
Yeah.
Oh, also, that's another thing.
Boardgame table.
Yeah, we played at 2-player and has a really... The board flips over and has a really cool mechanic which adds like a 3rd player. But not in a sense that like you're wasting time using their thingy. You're basically... You use it as a weapon. So I place a dice on him and I can place... like his soldiers where her characters are, and it can wipe out your characters, and vice versa.
It just on the board, there's like a little section for the 3rd player, and you have to. If you're playing 2-player, the first 3 dice that you roll have to
before your turn.
So you roll the main dice, and then you have to pick 3 to go over.
Yeah, and you use actions against each other.
Actions, yeah, you can.
Yeah. I know some games you have to control that 3rd player. We tried Root, and you have to take their turn for them in a sense. But this is not. This is like it adds a 3rd player who gets in the way on the board, but it's also you use it basically as like another weapon against other people.
So that it'll have 3 goes, and whoever's first player gets to have the 2 dice, and then the second player gets to have one of them, and they can use that to disadvantage the other player that's playing.
Yeah. Which is really, I really enjoyed that because some 2-player games you have to add a 3rd player, and sometimes it's a bit annoying. Like we didn't go on with Root when we had to add that. I don't know, it just felt like a bit of a waste of time doing it. And a bit like awkward.
I found that very confusing.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. It wasn't as easy as thingy. The one for June's quite good as well.
When we played it as for the 4 of us without the computer, like we were doing it wrong or something because I got well ahead.
Yeah, I found it really. I don't know. I just found it was very unbalanced as well. Maybe we were just really rubbish.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we ended up we didn't really get on with Root.
No.
But June has another component where you play a 3rd, but that's again quite simple. But even this is better than June's one.
Yeah, it's better than June, but June I don't mind.
You don't really know it. No, you don't know it. It's just flip a card over, do what it says, move on. It's pretty simple. But this one is even better where you get to use it on your side. Yeah. Which is really good. So that's my number 4, Daniel.
Okay, my number 4 is Castles of Burgundy.
4?
4. That's quite high.
No, it's not for castles.
It's quite high. It's high. I really love Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah, Castles of Burgundy is again another. You're using dice as workers.
That's definitely jumped because that is quite. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a new game. We've had it for ages, but the artwork on the box put us off playing it for so long.
You.
Okay, put me off playing it for so long that. We finally just started playing it.
And we played it tons.
I'd say about a month ago.
It was just for a holiday, and we played it like 6 times. It's brilliant.
More than that.
Yeah, we
played it like I think on holiday we played it like all the time.
We did,
we played it every day before we went on holiday.
It plays fast. Once you know what you're doing,
yeah,
it plays fast. The only issue with that game is the icon recognition. We still have to check certain things. There's a lot of icons.
There's so many icons.
Yeah, you've got to go. I know most of them now, but a lot of them you're like, oh, what? Especially the cream and the yellow building.
They're the 2 that we do. We have to check to see what each one gives
you basically just you start with 2 dice, you roll them, and then you use them as your workers. You place them on different sections of the board, and pick up other tiles, and you put them into your little kingdom. You're trying to build your kingdom out, and there's like a little bit of a puzzle element where you're trying to finish certain sections because you get a bonus if you finish all of them. And yeah, it's really good, really easy. Yeah, the theming, a lot of people put off the theming, but it's an amazing game. Amazing game. I can't believe it's 4th, to be honest with you.
But they're releasing the new one.
We've
kickstarted. We've kickstarted, so we're waiting for that to arrive, and that looks a lot nicer.
It looks a lot nicer, yeah. We got like the ultra special edition as well.
But if anyone else is put off by the theming, just look past it.
Yeah,
it's such a good game.
It is an amazing game. Yeah, like I said, really fast. Like we can go through a game really quick now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really really fun. I get battered every time.
Yeah, it's a good
I don't think I've won ever. I nearly won last time. I thought I'd won.
But you didn't.
And you beat me.
I thought you had won that
one
as well. I had a really off game that one. But
you still beat me. I won't talk about that. Right.
That was my number 4.
My number 3 is viticulture.
Whoa, that's quite hard.
Especially with the Tuscany expansion. I love viticulture. It's awesome. I love the mechanic that the board isn't just open. That it isn't as simple as just place a worker collective thing. It just adds that more depth to it. That I have to sort of like, because you only start with 3 or 4 workers. You also start with the grande worker, which is a cool mechanic.
Yeah.
So he lets you have one big worker, and he lets you go on a space someone else has been on.
Yeah.
Which is good. And you can never. It's not just as simple as that. You've got to make sure you upgrade your cellar so you can keep more wines. You've got to upgrade other certain things to do this. Your fields can only hold so many wine plants, and it's just really, really cool.
There's a lot you have to.
Yeah, it's really in depth. I really like it. It's amazing. I've got my eyes on a game called Vinos by I can't remember his name, but it's meant to be like a heavy version of viticulture, but it's meant to be really good.
Yeah, but is that like the Ages one? Through the Ages,
nah,
that was meant to be a heavier Seven Wonders Duel, and it was shocking.
You hated that game, didn't you? But no, yeah, viticulture I love. We don't play it enough. Because obviously you clearly don't like it.
Yeah, but you don't ask. This is why I'm shocked it's so high on your list.
Oh, I love it. I want to play every day I look at it.
Yeah, but you never say, when you're like, what do you want to play tonight? You never say viticulture.
Because I try to play games I've got a good chance of you saying yes to.
So I'm shocked that it's free. So I'm thinking we don't play it enough for you to do it.
I love it. It's one of my favourites. That's why it's number 3. One of my favourite working placements. I love the depth of it. It's like I said, I love Everdell when it looks good. But Everdell's also very simple. I place a worker anywhere on a board, I collect that thing, and I'm just trying to sort of gather enough resources to build this. This one's so much more. And you don't even have to...
That's what I like. It's not that I like simple games. I just like games that I know well enough that I can just go in and, I know what I'm doing. I can just crack on with it.
I love that the
that's
there's
why
different
I have
elements.
such a love-hate relationship with learning new games.
You do it once, maybe
like I love it once I've learned the new games, and I want to learn new games, but actually learning them, it's just so boring.
She doesn't learn any new games. Let's get that right.
I mean you teaching me new games.
I learn all the games and I have to teach you.
It's just wasting my life.
It's a waste of my life when I sit there talking to you and you're looking through me.
Yeah, because, I don't know, you just...
I've just spent 4 hours in a rule book and videos and you're like...
Yeah, because I'm there alone.
And I'll be talking to you and you're just like... I'm not even listening. Elton's the same.
Yeah.
I've read it to him before. I could see him looking through me, thinking, why is he talking still?
We've spoken about this, and we prefer to learn while playing.
Yeah, I've done it now.
When you sit there for 7 hours talking everything, and you're just like, it's all just going in and out, because you're giving me too many rules in one go. And then you're like, let's play, and you're like, oh, well, what do I have to do?
Okay. Right, my number 3 was viticulture.
Right, my number 3.
Why are you laughing already?
Because you're going to be shocked. My number 3 is Everdell.
Everdell? What's your number 1? Number 2 and number 1. That is shocking.
My number 3 is Everdell, which it's always been my top 1. It's been my number 1 for my favourite games, and I do...
We haven't played Everdell for ages.
We haven't played it for ages because you got bored of it.
I don't get bored of it. I love Everdell.
No, you said you get bored of this. Don't have enough cards.
I do know all the cards now by heart.
So it's something that, again, that you.
But I could do it playing again because I don't really know the expansion that well. I could do it playing that again.
Yeah.
No, but
Everdell is definitely. I love Everdell. It was the first worker placement game that we got, and that got us there.
The art as well is another level.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, the artwork's stunning. Like it really, really is. And the tree's cool. I know it's a bit of fluff you probably don't need, but it is really cool. Really cool. The table presence.
It just makes,
even the board
the
all looks really cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, really cool.
But yeah, so okay, that's your number 3. That is a shock.
Number 3. Yeah, I love that game. I love building like your village and picking how you want to build it. Yeah. Each time you play.
We're pretty good at it now as well.
Yeah.
We were last time.
We were really bad at the start.
We were.
Yeah.
Right, my number 2 favourite worker placement game is Castles of Burgundy. I love this game. This is a game I could also bang out anywhere. It's really fast. We play it fast. It's fun. I won't say it's close. I get bad. But it is good fun, and there is a lot of ways to win. Like you can't just aim to fill out stuff. You can go for farms. You can go for them cream tiles and the yellow tiles that give you end game points.
Yeah.
You can go for selling stuff in your little marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads of cool things. I hate when you've got to waste a turn getting your little workers.
Getting your minus
but you need
dice,
them.
Yeah. Minus and +1 little man.
That's such a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a good length. So the other games we say are tight. I never feel like it's too short or too long. I feel like it's a really good balance.
Sometimes I do, but I think it's more like my OCD of like I want to complete the board. Yeah, and I feel like if I just had a couple more turns, then I could have completed that little area.
Yeah, it's good. We only played this at 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only played at 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Castle Burgundy my number 2. I think we said everything before. But yeah, love that. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Dune Imperium.
What?
That's high.
Number 2 though?
Yeah.
So what's number 1?
You see.
I know. Okay, Dune Imperium.
Dune Imperium.
Should be number 1, really. Don't listen to her.
I'm guessing it's your number 1 then.
Maybe. It's a ridiculously good game. It's a worker placement and it has a combat aspect to it, which a lot of worker placements don't. You're basically just collecting. You place a worker, collect some stuff, but also with collecting stuff, you can then move troops into the conflict zone. And at the end of each round, you just decide, you see who, tally up your mark, see who won the conflict, and they get huge bonuses like victory points and loads of spice and solarium.
You need to collect certain stuff as well to go on other spaces,
because
some spaces cost like solarium.
Yeah, and it's got a deck building aspect to it, and that's got a really cool aspect. So at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the cards, you have there's 2 different things. You can either play that card and use it this round, or at the end of every round you have to get rid of all your cards and use the bottom row of that card. Yeah. Which usually gives you points to buy more cards, but can also give you like attack points. Yeah. There's intrigue cards, little ones that you can play out, so you can go into a war thinking you've won this easily, and someone whacks out a 6...
Like a combat
card, and it takes it over. Yeah. It's always tight. It's got the same mechanic as Viticulture, where someone gets to 10 victory points first, but then you can be leapfrogged. Yeah,
because you can have intrigue cards that give you victory points at game end. So.
Like I said, we play it 2, and it has a 3rd player mechanic that you just play a card, and it tells you where to place their worker just to block the board up, and then they're involved in combat as well, which is really good. It works really well. We've played it 3 as well, and that works really well.
We played it at 4.
Yeah, 4. We played it at 4. Yeah. I think that was really tight at 4. Like the board was crammed.
Yeah. But yeah,
we've got the upgraded box as well, with loads of little cool minis.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, they really make it sort of more thematic.
Yeah.
The art's really cool on it. It's a really cool game. Love it. Amazing game. Really, really amazing. We've got an expansion as well, but we've only played once. But yeah, good game.
No, we've played it twice.
Doesn't deserve to be second. My number 1.
Yeah, it's Dune Imperium.
It's Dune Imperium. Yeah, there's not much else to say about Dune Imperium. It's a really, really solid worker placement. If you want worker placement with a bit of combat, so there's a bit more player interaction and a bit more sort of like take that and challenge rather than just trying to sort of build your own stuff and hopefully at the end be more points. This one you definitely compete with each other in game. Yeah. Stunning game.
I love the deck building aspect of that as well. Like the cards are really cool.
We love deck building. We don't really play deck builders because we play Tyrants and Dune and Arnak, but they're only like mild deck building. We don't actually play a full deck builder. We don't own a full deck builder. I don't know, Harry Potter, but that's a co-op deck builder.
Yeah. We prefer to play more like
against each
rival
other.
games.
Yeah. But no. Dune Imperium is my number 1.
Yeah.
Best worker placement game on the market.
My number 1 is Honey Buzz.
Yes. I knew that was going to go there. I'm surprised.
Honey Buzz, which... You're surprised? I can't believe it was your number 10.
Yeah.
I was trying not to act like... because it was my number 1, but it never used to be. But every time we just play it...
It's good fun.
It keeps building up. I really love it. The theme is really cute. The little beeples you get is really cute. I love the little like...
I do like the puzzle mechanic. I like where you have to set your stuff up in a ring, and it's only when that ring's complete you then get to take your actions. Yeah. So you place pieces down, and the action doesn't happen then, but once you complete a circle... And you're not
just placing like your tiles, it's like your beehive.
It's like a beehive,
and you're not just placing them, you can't just place them anywhere, you have to try and match the patterns on the... necklace, the nectar?
To get different nectars.
The nectar to fit them in the middle, so it's like there'll be cards that say you need to get like 1 of each nectar, so you're trying to like, it's like a puzzle, you're trying to get all of them.
Yeah.
And it's just, I really enjoy the game.
Yeah, good game.
And it's shot up my list.
It has. Yeah, I knew it'd be in there, but...
When I sat there with our list of our worker placement games, and like straight away you think Everdell's number 1 because it's always my number 1. But then I thought I really want Honey Buzz to be my number 1. Okay. And then once I'd written it out with Honey Buzz as my number 1, I was happy and content with my list.
We played quite a lot though.
Not
we
that
Honey Buzz out quite a lot. I do like Honey Buzz.
No, not that you agree. You was not happy or content with my list.
Terrible list.
No, it was good.
There's one game that we both probably would have had in our top 3. that we were unsure if it was worker placement. I think it has a worker placement element.
A small worker placement element.
It's Ark Nova.
Yeah.
We love that game. You're building a zoo, but there is like a small element where you do place your workers up on a thing and you gain workers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough for us to say it was an actual worker placement.
No. And we didn't want to put it in there.
Yeah, that would have been high.
But that would, yes, we love Ark Nova.
We do love Ark Nova.
Really good game.
But yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, that is it. That was our top 10 favourite worker placement games. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Yep.
And thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.